Hey guys, welcome back to Whisk's Way. Today we are making my favorite homemade granola. This is not only delicious, better than store-bought, but it's gonna have your house smelling so amazing. So get your stuff, let's get going. The following is a list of what you will need. Rolled oats, nuts, honey, cinnamon, nutmeg, coconut oil, maple syrup, raisins or cranberries, and coconut flakes. We're going to start with 3 cups of rolled oats. A quarter to 3/4 of a cup. So if you're using multiple different types of nuts, do a quarter of a cup of each. If you're using 1 or 2 types of nuts, do maybe a half a cup of each. If you're using walnuts or pecans, crush them before putting them in the bowl. And then a 1/4 cup of unsweetened coconut flakes. This is optional. You can also add a little bit now before you bake it and a little bit after. So you have a combination of toasted and untoasted. And then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Measure with your heart here. I love cinnamon, so I probably did a lot more than that. And then next, a pinch of salt. Now if you're wanting an exact measurement, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then about a teaspoon of nutmeg. Again, here measure with your heart. I love nutmeg, so I probably did more than that. For a more fall flavor, you can add some ginger, some clove, some vanilla, and then just go ahead and mix that up really good. And in a separate bowl, you're going to add in some melted coconut oil. This is a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. And then a half a cup of room temperature honey. And 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Mix that up really well. And then we're going to go ahead and pour that into our oat mixture. And then go ahead and mix that until it's well combined. And then once you have that mixed up, you're going to go ahead and pour this onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. Take a spatula and spread that evenly on the pan. Once you have that spread evenly, you're going to go ahead and bake this at 250 degrees Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes or until golden brown. Be careful not to burn it. Once it's done, let it cool about halfway. And then you're going to go ahead and add your dried fruit. Do not do this before baking. That little bit of heat is going to really soften the dried fruit and kind of combine the flavors nicely. And here's where I would sprinkle just a little bit more fresh coconut. Once everything is nice and cool, you can go ahead and start breaking the pieces apart. And now that you're done, you can go ahead and store this in airtight containers and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. And if you did enjoy this video, check out my other videos here. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, happy cooking. Bye.